Okay, now whatever you're seeing is also being recorded. So we
Okay,
should be on the same
perfect.
page. Okay. So again, this all just goes back to that class that we took. So hopefully that helps. So with that first step, I was imagining that we just send out a graphic that asks the question, are you ready to love your whole self exactly where you're at and make true, lasting change through awareness and action? That's a long question, right? But that was kind of what started off our video launch series. So just
Yeah.
that thing of like, how many people wake up feeling overwhelmed?
Mhm.
And we've got a short video here. It's only about 2 minutes, I think. And so this is like the first, like, just creating desire. Oh, who's that cute little sweet pea?
Little Aspen, don't you wish all your babies were like this?
Hi. Oh, Aspen, I met you on the day you were born.
Yeah.
Kitty. So that would be the first, first week, first couple days, whatever. So it's really just here's the question, and if you're ready to talk about it, join us for a discussion. So
Okay,
that's
and
the
then
first
what?
thing.
Show me that video, can you?
Yeah, of course.
So now are you envisioning this going out in an email?
Email and maybe social media, like link in bio kind of a thing. It could work on either platform. This one's short enough.
Wouldn't it be wonderful to wake up and feel love for your whole self exactly where you're at?
Can you hear it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Instead, we wake up already feeling anxious, overwhelmed with our to-do list, and even disappointed in ourselves. We have created a space to give you guidance and tools along with a community to lean into and support you. If you're ready to love your whole self, where you're at, and make true, lasting physical, emotional, and mental transformation through action and awareness, join next week for an online live discussion where we'll bring awareness into your life on what kind of action you can take to start your own transformation, starting immediately. Use any of the links to join us for our discussion. Until then, when you wake up tomorrow, before you let the day rush in on you, take some deep breaths and love yourself exactly where you're at.
Okay, good.
So, one of our goals when we first were talking about relaunching was not relaunching it as like a, hey, you're going to be this after picture, but like we are just going to make you wake up and just kind of love your whole self, like transform even the way you see yourself before you physically change.
Yes. Love that.
So then the second part of this would be like the live discussion event, right? And so we'd have to set a time for that and then do like a web link. And then at the end of this live discussion, we would send out this second video along with a worksheet, and maybe we'd have to take a clip from the live event that explains how to use the worksheet. So this one is 7 minutes long. If I'm going to paraphrase and just tell you what it's about, but I'm happy to play it for you so you can see it.
No, you don't need to play it.
In this video, you talk about like you are blessed to be a part of the fitness industry, but something that you see time and time again is people reach their goals and then they fall back, and then like you as like in the fitness industry, you're kind of like taught to sell people the idea of being unsatisfied with themselves, right? And then I do my testimonial of, I did that same thing where I won one. Now I have a eating disorder, right?
Right.
And so we talk about why we even created Awaken Transformation. And then because this is kind of conjoining with the live event, we can remind people like, okay, here's your goal worksheet. And I think you were talking about with the goals, talk about what the goal is, why you want to do it, maybe why you're not doing it. That idea of like scarcity came up too. So the goal worksheet's kind of floating out there right now, but that was the idea.
So we need to make a goal worksheet.
Yep. And then on number 3, so after that, it's one more video. And this one's also a shorter one. It's not the 7-minute one, but this one is when we tell people, okay, guys, it's open for a week. What's your excuse for not signing up? Or like, what's your excuse for not reaching your goals? Let me take a peek at this one real quick, because like I said, it isn't quite as long as the other. And we can figure out how to kind of bridge the two. And we can even mention the goal worksheet again. Like if you didn't meet us last time with the goal worksheet, here's a link or something like that. So up to 26 seconds gets cut.
We're living in the present moment. Okay, this is it. After going through Awaken Transformation for the first time, after she not only built it, but then did it with our Awaken Transformation community, she, of course, wanted to make so many amazing changes to better support the community, to make it more user-friendly, to make it more streamlined.
Jenna has learned the extent of my OCD
It's
because
pretty intense.
I was so happy with the app that we had, but after going through it, I saw so many opportunities of making it better and really streamlining it. So what we're doing is we are relaunching the app. Registration is open this week only, and we would love for you to join us. I think a lot of times the one thing that's keeping you from starting something like this is really just being scared of failing again. But one thing I love about Awaken Transformation is there really isn't room for failure. You just do it, and the program just lends so much grace to make you successful that I would really love for you to be a part of it.
Yeah. As you think about all the programs you have done, if you're recovering weight loss diet junkie,
It's so true.
Sorry.
Thank you, Jenna. Showing me the light.
just like she is, many of the times we don't succeed because we have scarcity about it, right? We're scared we're going to fail, or we feel like we don't have enough. We don't have enough time to do it, or we don't have enough money,
Or childcare.
or we don't have childcare.
I came
We
into
will-
Awaken into the perfect situation, and I didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, and we will find excuses. We have created this app so it takes all of your excuses out. It takes very little time. You'll get weekly workouts that you can do the whole thing. Maybe you just do 10 minutes a day. It is under $15 a month. It's not going to take away from your family or your job or any of your other things that you're trying to accomplish or do in your already full life. And you're
It'll
going to
just, I think, add to your quality of life. You'll have the support that you need. You'll really learn about what you
Mama's
want to
friend?
do for yourself,
Yep, it's Mama's
why you
friend.
want to do it.
Hi, it's me,
And more
cutie.
importantly, how you
I
want
see
to do it.
Aspen.
She can see
It is
you.
possible
I see
to
you.
wake up in the morning and
Okay, I think you get the 2-minute gist of that.
Yes.
You know, it's like, come on, guys, you got to do this. It'll be fun. You
Yeah.
see a fish? Yeah. And then so that's number 3. And then 4 is just really like quick. It's like you and I hanging out in our tank tops, like, hey guys, this is the last minute that you only, like, we had such a good sign up. We opened it for a few more days. If you've already signed up but you think you want a friend, tell your friend to join. And that one's
Okay.
really short too. So that's just kind of like the last chance registration. So those are the steps that I had originally had. And then, yeah.
Okay, so let's put these videos are way better than I remember them.
Oh, dang. Well, that's because you had 40 of them and I narrowed it down to 4.
You did a really good job finding the best ones.
Thanks.
I was like, wow, those are really good.
I do think they're good, and that's why I think I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, again, Jenna, I trust you so much that, like, I know that if you went a different direction, it would still be successful. But I think just because you prodded me so much about learning about the launch and the steps to the launch, that I'm like, wait. If I had to watch all those modules this summer, then go in your room, honey pie. You know, I just didn't want to walk away from it that quickly.
Yeah, these are great. So let's put specific dates
Okay,
on these
let's do it.
so we know. And I'll probably have and then you're gonna create you're planning on creating the emails or working with Nick to create the emails, or you're going to be in charge of that? I don't need a.
I'm gonna do what I did for the Thanksgiving email, where I'm just gonna have like this is the wording, and then if Mia and I have time to do the graphics, we'll do the graphics so they all mesh. But if Sarah wants to do the graphics, you know what I mean?
It would be Nick for the emails.
Okay, he would do the graphics for the emails as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he mostly does our he's in charge of our email marketing.
Got it. So sorry, tell me again, who's Sarah? Sarah does videos?
Sarah does our social media.
Oh, okay, got it. I think Sarah would be fine. And you tell me, I kind of have Mia as like my arm of like, this is what I'm doing, let's make the video for this. And so if you think that it's better for me to plug Sarah in, that's fine. I do like having somebody who's kind of like dedicated to Awaken Transformation, but it doesn't mean that Sarah can't get plugged in, right? So
no. So Sarah won't do these videos. So Sarah's not.
Okay.
So I'm asking you what you want to do. Like,
I got
so Mia's gonna edit the videos.
Yeah.
And then once that videos are edited and we have all the dates, you and Mia are creating emails.
No, what we're going to do, we're creating the wording for the emails and a basic layout that we pass off to Nick. Constant Contact is too crazy. So in the Thanksgiving email, we had, for example, this is really cool. So we had set all of this up for Nick, and then he came in and actually just put it into Constant Contact.
Okay. Perfect.
So we had the word, so I put thank you graphic here, here's the wording, info preview graphic. And the thing that was awesome, he actually got the GIF to work. So we didn't even need to use like this clunky thing here. He edited it so that there's like a cool GIF. I'm a nerd. I thought it was cool having
I thought it was cool too. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah. So I think we'll do that same thing. Me and I will put it all together and Nick will just kind of plug and play.
Okay.
And
perfect.
We'll do that not just with the email, but like what the Instagram post should be, what the Facebook post should be, like those kind of things. Luckily, Mia has access to our Instagram account, but I don't think a lot of people will be on the Awaken Transformation. So we'll have to do Sarah do like the dedicated Awaken Studio side, just because they won't, sending it to Awaken Transformation's a moot point.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so let me come up here. Let's take a look at these dates. So this first one, I put December 1st through the 7th, which is sometime this week. If this is where we want to go, this is what we can get ready. Do you guys have a day that's like good for emails? Like, should we send it out Monday, Friday? Like, is there a day where people are most likely to open emails?
Not necessarily. I mean, maybe. So not necessarily. I'd say we just, I mean, when you send it out super late at night, it has more open rates.
What? No way.
Like midnight. If you send it out at midnight, for some reason, it.
How funny. Okay.
So let's just schedule it sometime. So we need, so what we'll need is the link to join the live discussion, right?
Yes. So for this one, we'll have to set up the date of when we're doing the live discussion. Yep.
Okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
And how we're going to do it.
Okay. Has Facebook Live been working well for you, or Instagram Live? Maybe Instagram Live?
I don't know. I don't know what would work.
I like Instagram Live because I feel like most people are on Instagram Live, and then we can still like link people to it from Facebook. Like, hey, Facebook land, we're on Instagram Live right now.
Yeah.
Or do you want it to be more official, like a Zoom meeting?
There's benefits both. Like, lots of people are on Instagram, but then it also, like, people that don't have Instagram, it also eliminates them.
Sure.
Right? So Zoom, anybody could access. Could you, on Instagram Live, can you ask, like, little questions, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can, like, poll the crowd. Yeah.
But they type in questions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, whatever you and Mia think is best.
Okay, let me talk to her. Just because what I imagined at first, and I think this kind of like floated in the air. I was like, if it's going to be live anyway, I'm like, we can send out a Zoom link and then have somebody else's phone set up to do Instagram Live. It's not like you can't talk to two computers at the same time. So maybe we
Right.
can send out a Zoom link and an Instagram link. What we'd have to be careful of is making sure that like the Instagram one is like muted so that you can't hear the two echoing. So let me practice that and see if we can't do both.
Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Let's set a date though and a time.
Okay. Let's see if we can make both.
And then and then hopefully like today or tomorrow, you and me could figure out, is it a Zoom, is it a Instagram? And then we could put those links in and then
For sure.
start
So-
making these emails.
Okay. All right. So with this one, let's kind of work backwards because I put December 1st through the 7th. So let's say let's have at least 4 days between the email and the live discussion. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So if that's the case, if we sent it out Friday, we could do it Monday. If we send it out Monday, we could do it Wednesday or Friday. What do you think?
Do you think like a weekday would be better than like a Saturday morning?
For me, every day's the same now. They all blend in. I think evenings are probably better, you know. I just don't think like very many people have like lessons anymore. So, I think take your pick. I would say, I'm going to lean towards weekday. I don't know, Jenna, I do not see anybody in the world anymore. Do people still have plans during the week? I don't even know.
Either. I don't know. I mean, who knows? So I would say either a Saturday morning
Okay,
or an evening. So either way.
let's do Friday night or Saturday morning. How's that?
Okay. I think that would. Yeah, you're right. Are people going out Friday night? I would say either like Saturday morning or like not a Friday night.
Not a
like,
Friday night. Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Just in case people still are going out.
What
I don't know.
about
Maybe it doesn't matter.
what about Friday morning or like Friday like midday? Or okay, how about this? How about Saturday morning or Monday morning ish?
I'd say if we're gonna do it a weekday, it needs to be an evening.
Okay, so
for
Saturday
people that-
morning or Monday night. How's that?
Let's do. Can we do Tuesday night? Because I have.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tuesday the 8th, or Saturday morning.
Yep.
And you and Mia can just decide,
I will do
and
that.
it might depend on when you get this email out.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll work backwards from there. So it'll be the 5th or the 8th, depending on when we get it out. So
Okay.
okay, if we can get out the email by tomorrow, then I think the 5th will work. If we don't get it out by tomorrow, we'll plan on the 8th.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
And then I'm just
So
gonna
that's
put
gonna be
here-
sent out.
I'm gonna
And then
write Zoom practice.
Ideally, when you and me are deciding, I would love if questions came, like if people couldn't see each other
Yeah.
or even see the comments, like, or if,
Mm-hmm.
so we could just talk about it. And we're talking about goal setting. Is this true?
Yep. So it's gonna be about like just kind of a reflection time, of like what other programs have you tried and what hasn't worked, or where else would you like to go from here? So
Okay.
what we're trying to set them up for here, in the in the live discussion, is by the time that we leave, we're going to leave them with a worksheet to kind of work through some of this stuff, so that when they come back on the 3rd, it's like, hey, you know what you want now. Here's this app that we've made for you. Sorry, we've made this app for you. Can Awaken Transformation help you with that stuff?
Okay, perfect. So today I'm going to do a I'll create the goal worksheet, and I might even like, how long do you think this needs to be?
The breakout session with people, not long. I think most of the talking should be them. And if
Okay.
they're not talking like 15, 20 minutes, don't you think?
Yeah, and they'll do it mostly like via the chat, right?
Yeah. And if they are brave enough. So one thing that I think is important is that when we do this, we should try to engage people somehow. So like people, I don't know what the crowd will be that night, but typically in a crowd, there's that one person who just bears their testimony their whole time. Well, like 99% of people just like stop and just like listen, right? So I
Right.
think it would help if we really try to reach out and have them engage, even if it's just through the chat. You know, like if
So,
this has happened to
questions that they
you,
could respond to.
yeah, even if we just say, hey, if this has happened to you, will you send a thumbs up or a thumbs down? You know, like, are you interested in this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. And Jenna, who knows, maybe by the end of this, we will, when we send out their worksheet about the goals, like just kind of linking the two,
Mhm.
maybe what we can do is in the email for the goal worksheet, we can also send out this like answer the desire. Like, here's Awaken Transformation. This is what it looks like. We could do that
Right.
through the email.
Like what the app looks like in that email.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So that's one bridge that's like one detail that hasn't been like fully worked out. So again, the first one is just creating that desire. The second time, the second live event is us talking about identifying what their goals are. And then after the event, the idea was to send them a worksheet that they can really reflect on it and do it on their own. And then maybe in that same email, when we send out the worksheet, we can send our longer video that kind of goes over like why we created Awaken Transformation. And in this same email, we can say, hey, in case you missed our live discussion, here's a video that talks about like goal making.
Okay. Perfect.
Is that a good bridge?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent bridge. So
Okay.
insert that. And this live event, it's just me, or is it me and you?
It's me and you. Yeah.
Oh, phew.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to
I was
be
like-
there with you. No, it'll be great. And Mia will probably be there too. She was tested negative. She just has a really horrible strain of the flu. Poor girl. At least it's not
Poor
COVID. I know. But
It's not
she will either be there or I'm going to have her stay at home and watch us so that if something's going awry, she can immediately text me and be like, we can't hear you, we can't see you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you'll be on the video with me.
Yes.
Okay,
I can
so
be-
me and you.
I can be physically there with you.
Yes, and you'll be seen on the video.
Yes.
And you'll be talking. That's how I want to see ya. That's how I want to see it. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you okay with that? I don't care. I don't
No,
care.
I care.
Okay. Are you shy?
I do. Yes,
What? You are not.
I am too. I am like so. Joe and I don't go to like events because I won't. Like neighborhood events, I am like, oh. If I could talk about like fitness and tell people what to do all day long in big crowds, but don't make me like socialize impromptu to people.
Oh, funny. I would have never.
Isn't that funny? It's a secret most
That's
people don't
funny.
know.
Yeah. I think because you're so genuine, you don't come off as shy. But you
Oh,
don't come
okay.
off like a schmoozer. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Huh.
care for schmoozers, but you're not a schmoozer. Yeah. That's good to know.
So I'm glad you're going to be there.
Cool.
Sometime let's us before that really sit down and like make bullet points of what we want to talk about.
Oh yeah. So just to let you know, today my last Zoom calls with my students end at 10:30 p.m. and I have one more set of Zooms tomorrow night. And so then it'll just be like sleepless, get this done. But I really feel good about like where we are with transformation to where I could take my eye off for like a couple days and refresh. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
be
think so
fine.
too. I think if we
We'll
get
be
this
fine.
set up, like just this first email and get Nick making it and sending it out.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think we touch base again on Thursday or Friday
Mm-hmm.
to make that then that's great. We just need to get this email and the links
Yeah.
and start pushing that out there.
And then show me what you think, even if it's like a quick sketch, just grab a piece of paper and show me what you think you want the goal sheet to look like. And we'll format it just like our Awaken Transformation worksheets. So we
Okay,
can send that
perfect.
out too.
And that that could change depending on our bullet points. So I'll just kind of
Yeah,
jot out like
and
questions and stuff.
sure. And we could even make it generic, like they're
Yeah.
filling it in. Like maybe we put in one example of like the goal, the steps, and I can't remember exactly how you guys do it, but maybe we just fill in one and then everything else they can do on their own.
Okay.
And
Okay, I'll
we don't need this now. That one's like further down, so that's not
Yeah.
that important. Okay, and then I think that somewhere else in here, so we don't actually show them the app until number 4, until last chance registration. So
Okay.
part of me was wondering if maybe even in this video here that we cut away to like a quick preview of the app, or even like in the email, whatever it is, just be like, hey, if you want to see this, click here. In this
Yeah.
video, we actually like say, okay, we're going to cut away, we're going to show you the app if you're still not sure, but we never gave room for it here because we didn't need to, but I think we can easily splice it in.
Yeah, I
So,
agree. I
cool.
agree. So put that in there.
Okay, so I'm going to do cut and then let me
Preview of app.
Cool. Okay, so sorry, I guess we should keep going with dates. All right, so this we will be done no matter what by Tuesday the 8th. So here's another thing
So just put a date for Nick, like send out by Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay, so let me see. Dates, social and email, discussion event. Sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. All right, so there's that one. And then the second one is our live discussion. That's happening Tuesday night no matter what, if it doesn't happen sooner. And then right after our Tuesday event, let's send out this one right here. Let's send out like here's Awaken Transformation, here's our goal sheet. Does that make sense? Maybe even the next day, like the 9th, right after the event?
Okay. Should we just plan on doing the event Tuesday night?
Sure. And then that will be,
And we could put like definitive dates.
yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay.
Perfect. So email on, I'm going to do this the next day on 12/9 after event. And then so with this one down here, if we send this out the 2nd, it's almost like every Wednesday we're sending out an email. I don't even know if that's possible to do it tomorrow, but anything's possible with this team, eh?
You never know.
The Thanksgiving email was a miracle. that
Mhm.
got thrown together
Figured it out.
so quick and it looked great. Okay, so live discussion. This is going to be Tuesday, December 8th. What time?
Ooh, I don't know. What time do you want to do it? I'd say,
Anytime after
like-
6?
should we do like 7?
Sure.
You think or do you think like 7:30 after people settle down more?
I think 7's a good time.
Okay.
7:30 is not bad. 7 or 7:30. Do you think 7's too close to dinner?
Let's do 7:30.
Okay. All right. So if that's December 8th, our last chance registry, number 3. This is where we talk about, hey, don't make excuses. This is awesome because if this one's going out the 16th, we can tie in Christmas present in here somehow. which we didn't have before.
Okay.
So this date is changing. I had it the 21st through the 3rd, but this is now December, if that's the 8th. This will be the 16th
Mm-hmm.
or sooner. I promise I will make sense of these.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, this is great. Like if you're still looking for a Christmas gift for somebody, gift them the app.
Okay, maybe put that in parentheses for Nick. Like,
Oh yeah,
PS.
I will.
Agree.
I'll make all of them for him. This is just my. So what I'll do after this. This is basically just like my master list. Each
Okay.
one of these will get their own one like this.
Little guy.
So we'll have
Okay.
like launch week 1, launch week 2, and everything will go in here.
Okay.
This is really for Mia and I to get our brains organized. I don't
Okay.
expect Nick or anybody else to understand it.
Okay. Then, great.
But here, let's see. So December 16th or sooner, Xmas gifting. And then so I would say Christmas week we could be somewhat quiet, but then on the 28th we come back and say, hey man, this is your last chance.
Okay, so what official dates is registration open?
Good question. So for our people, it will be the December 5th is when it'll be live. December 5th through the 7th, the code is live. And then after that, really, to be honest, Jenna, I don't know how to turn it off yet, the swipe keys. So it'll be like a weird, so I will turn it off maybe Tuesday the 8th, right? So even our members stop redeeming their stuff.
And they'll get charged on the 8th.
Uh-huh. Well, they won't get charged yet. It'll be the next month they get charged because the first month is free.
Well, isn't there? Oh,
They put in, so our members on the 4th,
okay.
yeah, so they'll put in their credit card, but then they also have a coupon code for a free month. So they won't be charged anywhere between the 5th and the 7th, depending on when they sign up. So
Okay,
that's when it's open for members. And then for these guys, what I'm thinking is that we officially let people, we open it up again from January 1st through the 4th. We tell them that you have to do it this weekend, but then we come back and say, okay, we're going to open it a couple more days and have it open until the 8th or maybe even the 11th. And then during this week right here, remember how I said I needed like a weird straddle week so I could get everybody on the same module? So this is going to be a new module that we just have to make up. I'm going to do an assessment here again so that people coming in do an assessment. Maybe relook at goals, something like that. And then starting on the 18th, we go with our usual schedule of, I can't remember if it was hydration or sleep.
Okay. So January 1st through 4th, it's open.
Uh-huh. Officially. But then we say, hey, we had such a good response, we're going to keep it open for a few more days. And that few more days, I think, will officially be the 11th.
Okay.
How does that sound?
You think opening it up again? What I don't want to sound like is like, you know what I mean? I know how you phrased it, but kind of in the back of my head, it sounds like we didn't get enough people to register, so we're going to keep it open.
You know, let me show you. And if we don't have to use this, because this is something we put together super last minute. This is all with the video thing you made me do. Let me show you what it is. And this one's short. This one is 2 minutes.
Great.
We changed our
We're
outfit.
back. We are so happy with how well the app has been received. We've had such a great response. We're actually going to open up registration for just a couple more days. So if there's somebody that you want to come cheer you on and be part of the journey with you, now is the time to join. If you're still wondering what Awaken Transformation is, we actually have a little preview. We're going to peek into our app right now, so roll scene. As you can see, the app is an amazing tool to help support your growth and transformation. So we're closing registration in a couple days and we will not be opening it again until next year. As a community, we want to grow and learn together. So it's important that we all get started at the same time so we can all support each other and lean into each other as a community. So hopefully you are ready to truly transform your life, to wake up and love your body and yourself as it is in this moment, and then be empowered by that to make the transformation, to make the true transformation of your life. Can't wait to see you all there. We're getting started soon.
Okay.
Okay. So you don't think it comes off like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't think of it like that. I've never done a launch before, but I have had, I'm trying to think. I don't think I would look into it like that at all.
Okay.
Because to me, it just, I think, especially with this app, it's already open. People are already doing it. And it's such a time of year where everyone is so flaky that we could even put in the email like, okay, we gave you guys good warning, but a few of you guys forgot to sign up. So we're just going to open it up for a couple more days for you stragglers and slackers.
Okay, perfect.
But again, that part is directly from that training that we did together about the launch. So if you feel like that step doesn't serve us, we can get rid of it.
Okay, I think it's fine. I think
Okay.
it's fine, especially how you worded it. Also in another email,
Uh-huh.
we just need thank you for registering email would be our last step. And that should be automated. You know what I mean? He can make it automatic. So as soon as people sign up, it automatically sends it.
I wonder, I would have to talk, I wouldn't know how to do that.
No. So we just have to decide what to put into it. So I'm just saying, right, like,
Oh, got it. Okay.
yeah. So Nick will still do it. Just like all your other emails, but we just need to decide like we just need to put
Oh, sure. Yeah. So,
like thank you for registering. These are the next steps. Download the app. We'll begin this
Absolutely.
day.
Yep. And what were we calling that? Okay, we're just going to link straight to the app. We're recording a whole bunch of screenshot videos. I need to talk to Nick one more time since he kind of helped rebrand what the app looked like. So before I record the videos, I just wanted to see if we want to redo some of the buttons. If we don't, we can just re-record them. Those are like 2 minutes long each. So,
Perfect.
okay. All right. So I will save that one. So I think that would be where our dates land, where people can we can finally open registration. I mean, you let me know, because we're kind of, how long do you want registration to the general public be open? Because part of me is like, do we want to have it open before Christmas? So we're like, hey, here's your Christmas present, and then have it be open until the 4th? Is that too long of an opening? And then just,
I like, what if we moved it a little, because I don't want it like open. I feel like people are doing Christmas at Christmas.
yes.
So, but I do like the idea of like, I feel like maybe like the 28th
Okay,
through, you know,
sure.
the 20th through the 1st, and then we open it until the 4th,
Okay.
and then start on the 11th.
Okay, I think that's how we have it. Yep. Okay. We'll do that then. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is jump on this first one right here. And I'm going to see, I will text both Mia and Nick. There has to be a little bit of editing. No, this one's barely any editing. It's just throwing up our logo at the beginning and like shaving off maybe the first 3 seconds. This one needs a lot of help. But I'm just going to ditch everything after the first 7 minutes because it's long and we start going off on so many tangents. So I'm going to ditch it. But yeah, I think that looks good.
Yes. Okay. I'm super happy with this.
Cool. And
So
then,
we'll have Nick
Yeah.
make this. We'll have Sarah put it in our social media.
okay,
And then I'll have Colton kind of do that other marketing to different. 'Cause
sure.
once the email is added, they will get this.
Yeah. Okay.
So his is to gather emails and to gather,
Sure.
people's
I
data.
mean, I think if you could share anything with any of them, if this didn't come up in your meeting, I feel really passionate that the transformation that we're trying to sell is this right here
Yes.
and this right here. I don't want to be selling a before and after again,
Yes.
if possible. So that would be like where I would love to see this stuff come up.
I agree.
And then, before we go live, so I don't think, if you could steal Kevin's ear for just a moment, I don't think that my email went over really well about merging home and Awaken Transformation, right? Nick
Mhm.
responded, but I don't think Nick really knows quite the logistics of it the way like Kevin and Allie do. So let me explain to you how I think it could work. If you could explain it to him that way, and then maybe see if there's a better way.
Okay.
Do you want to hear this, or do you think it might just not a
No,
good time to
even
go?
at our meeting, yeah, Kevin brought it up and he was like, I need to think about that. I
Okay.
was like, well, the way I read it, so now this is on me. The way I read it, I was like, I think it's a Nick or Colton thing. I think it's like a tech thing he needs help with.
Well, I mean, I don't really know what Nick does yet, so it could be something Nick could help with. But either way, we have to kind of merge two systems that don't talk together. Because right now, the thing that we can't control is when people are on our app and they click on Awaken at Home, it just takes them there. And so it'll open it up in a new browser. So we don't have a way. I mean, people will be like, oh, I paid $40 for this, but it's just opening up in a browser. I'm going to save this and bookmark it and just come back here, right? So my idea was, and this is very old school, is that we add a login page to Awaken at Home, just like we do with Transformation. So for example, Transformation, first you pay with your Stripe, and then you have to log in one more time so we have your information in Good Barber. So, we know how to find you. Now, with this, I imagine that first you sign in with Stripe, and I was wondering if Kevin could have them use their mind-body login information to get into Awaken at Home. And this is the part that will kind of suck, but this is what you pay us for. I think that every month when we do our billing, whatever day that is, someone needs to manually look through and say, okay, did this person pay on Stripe, and either keep them in that mind body or keep them out. That's the link that I don't know how to make it.
Okay. Yes, that would be a Kevin to figure out the mind body thing. So I would just have a call with him.
Okay.
He is super good. He's super good in talking.
Okay, that sounds great. What I'll do,
he'll be like, okay, he can brainstorm.
Got it. I'm going to leave this be just for now, just because there's a couple other things. But before we launch to the public, I would like to get that figured out, just so we can see how those two live. And then eventually start marketing that too, as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, yeah, just shoot him a text and be like, hey, can I hop on a call with you?
Okay.
And he'll back to you super soon.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, thank you for spending the time and
so good.
Taking my aneurysm and putting it all back in my brain.
Yeah, thank you. And I was like, oh, I forgot how good those were. That was like an inspired afternoon.
It was. It totally was. And that's why I was like, hold on. But at the end of the day, you know that you can push back as hard as I push, right?
Yes.
I can
so we're good for each other.
Absolutely. I always put my ego aside, but if something matters, I don't want to sit here and stew in private. I'd rather tell you that it matters to me and then see at the end of the day if it's really worth fighting for.
Yes, and this was.
Cool.
Okay, so you'll be in contact with Nick today about this first email.
Yeah, I'll talk to Nick and Mia. And if we're planning on getting it out, let's see, if we're doing it the 8th, I mean, as soon as possible. Let's see if we can't send it out tomorrow if he knows our people. So, okay. All right. Thanks, Jenna.
Love you.
Love you too. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.